shine and I glisten, jump in the bend, it's time for the mission. I'll put my go-to face on, a real boss don't need permission. And the fact is, I've never fallen off, I paid the cost to be the boss, I took the loss, I made it back. Now I just make it stack, it is what it is. Now you can't play with the facts, I know what it is now, I can't forget what it is. I was one of those kids in the flats, it's just a life that we live. Half full and half empty, half's full, it ain't empty. Pull up with love, no envy, pull up with ends in a Bentley. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got the beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in the belly of the beast, is deadly. Half full and half empty, half's full, it ain't empty. Full up with love, no envy. Kenzo, Fendi, no Mackenzie. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got the beast in my belly, don't tempt me.
I don't care what you play. As long as you're playing 2K, I want you. And you're good at it, that's all the requirement necessary.
Finish Season 1 strong with some 2K compete events. Aboard the Concha del Mar, it's a playmaker's paradise. Because at dime time, you can earn prizes by working with the community to reach the target number of assists.
And the Blazers couldn't have looked any sharper as they came through the tunnel. Every home game's a reason to get dressed up for these guys. We bring you tonight into Portland over the Burnside Bridge on a gorgeous evening here in the Pacific Northwest. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Orlando Magic as they go up against the Portland Trail. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. The Blazers.
He does. When it's on the line, it is Dame time. Thank you, D.A. A look at the starting group for the Magic. Isaac and Carter manning the post position. Jay out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, Powell and Covington up at the forward. McLemore is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. What do you think, Brent, happens to a team with its chemistry at this stage of the season? Teammates have spent clearly a lot of time together by this point.
Well, I think you try to find ways to still keep practice entertaining and try to find those days off. Sneak in some things that are, outside of what the monotony of a season might be over the course of 6 or 7 months. So continuing to be creative with a day off, maybe visits in the city to someplace that guys haven't been before, team dinners and things like that to still promote the camaraderie you want and togetherness of the team, Kevin. That becomes extremely important at this point of the year.
And McLemore kicks to Nurkic. Lillard against Carter. Kept alive. And it's on a bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Pass to Powell. Over in the corner, Lillard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You've got to have your heads up on defense. Lillard's going to fire that as soon as he catches it.
Inside. Isaac passes to Carter. Shoots over Nurkic. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Looking at the Trailblazers, they took the last win in their last game against Milwaukee.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Well, the great thing about watching that game was that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
Sometimes guys come in with a great mindset, trying to push the action until somebody stops them. Nobody there to do it that time.
And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got 5.
Well, we just see this time and time again from Damian Lillard, a quality decision on the pick and roll.
Snatched up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's the only option.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Carter hits them both.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
McLemore with the ball, and it's Carter picking him up. Lillard again missing.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
To the left wing. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Ready for look now for Portland. Cordell is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Nance comes in for Robert Covington. And Tony Snell subbed in for Ben McLemore. Orlando also making some changes. Wagner's checked in for Isaac. Okiki comes in for Horton Tucker. And Anthony subbed in for Terrence Ross. That one transfer.
And you love for a guard, a guy that small, the tenacity that Lillard has in the paint, just not afraid of the bigger guys.
Jay, the pass to Wagner. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Feeds it to Powell. Nice pass. Cut into the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, all eyes on Lillard defensively, and that causes a big-time breakdown, and he's quick to take advantage.
Hits. Count that one from Jay. Jay's got his second bucket of the night.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Lillard. Here's Zeller. No good there. Good work defensively by Carter. Orlando leading. Okiki passes to Jay for 3. No good that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Powell. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game.
Jay, the pass to Wagner. His shot is good, making a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Lillard finds Powell. The dunk by Powell.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Here's Jay. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 6 points for Jay.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
1 second left. Can't hit that one. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Magic lead by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Now with the talent around him, Damian Lillard able to play off the ball.
Getting the ball later in possessions when we're deep.
Now, Damian. It's a really new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Zeller. Robert Covington comes in for Marquise Chris. Now he's checked in for Nance. And Lillard subbed in for Tony Snell. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents. And not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list. But then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now I forgot 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
On the court for Orlando, Isaac and Carter are manning the post position. Terrence Ross is out there with Jay, and it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward position. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Celtics was outstanding. He finished with 17 points and did a sound job getting the ball to his teammates as well. Surprise attack from a guy who's typically viewed as a role player. See if he can continue to play a larger role in tonight's game.
Thanks, David. It looked like Greg, he could do anything he wanted to out there, playing with no fear.
Right. Terrific momentum coming into this game. We'll see if he can continue.
No reason to settle. Just keep getting to his money spots.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Lillard, right side. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
Jay, the pass to Isaac. Here's Jay. Good, nice job down low. Jay's got 4 points now in the quarter.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Lillard against Carter. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Makes it off the glass.
Nurkic using his body that time, a polished move.
Magic leading by 5.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
And that one's good. Lillard.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
I don't like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And so it's the Orlando Magic bringing the quarter to a close. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Covington is at the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Damian Lillard out there with Ben McLemore. And it's Powell in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. He dishes it to Nurkic. Carter pulls it in.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And the injury troubles for Yusuf Nurkic the last few seasons, Brent. My goodness. Freak injuries, too. Just bad luck.
I feel like we've said that about the Blazers for about 30 years. And for Nurkic especially, just a broken leg, a broken wrist. And, you know, when he was in the lineup last year, Kevin, they were one of the best defensive starting 5s in the game. With him being out, they suffered. Let's hope he has good health for the rest of his career.
Jay, the pass to Carter. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Carter's got the lead up to 9 now for the Magic.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Carter against Nurkic. Here's Lillard. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Is clutchiest a word? I don't think so. I just used it. But Lillard is that. I mean, he is clutch, and his leadership is so valuable for this team.
Zeller, he's checked in for Portland. Nance comes in for Robert Covington. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Wagner's checked in for Carter. Okeke comes in for Isaac. Wagner's checked in for Horton Tucker. And Anthony subbed in for Terrence Ross. Now, here's Wagner. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Trailblazers trail by 9. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front when you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark. Not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Powell. Zeller trying to free himself up. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Portland shooting their 7th and 8th free throw.
In for the Magic.
Nurkic kicks to Covington. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. It's Powell on the wing, defended by Carter. And it's sent back by Carter. So on the floor for Orlando. Isaac and Carter manning the post position. Terrence Ross is out there with Jay. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3, the small forward. And Covington sends it back.
The rejection. Covington, good job defensively.
Lillard with no one around. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Well, he should be playing this game with an apron on because he's cooking right now.
Here's Horton Tucker. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him, they appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Jay, the pass to Isaac. Here's Carter. They shoot again, and the layup is up and in. Carter's got 4 points this quarter.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Here's Lillard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Jay, the pass to Carter. Off the mark for the 4th time this game. He is 7 for 11 now. To the paint. Good on that shot, and with that, the Magic lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Lillard.
That's a tip of the cap there, always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
To the middle, here's Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
Undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
In the game, 2 minutes.
Against Carter. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
The game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
It's stolen by McLemore. Unhindered, going all the way. And the dunk by Powell.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're leading by 1. 1:29 left in the 4th quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game. Wendell Carter.
Man, he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guys waiting all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And Lillard gets it to go.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Jay, by Lillard.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
59 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Nurkic, and it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. A 2-point game. Right at the free throw line. Money! A huge shot to tie it up.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Here's Jay. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Nurkic finds Covington. Lillard with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Just 4 to shoot. And, yep, another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the end.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They trail by 2. 5 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
That's the kind of D you want from your big fella Nurkic there. Make sure he is contesting the shot.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen.
We're back with a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV. Don't forget, the first My Team Unlimited tournament qualification game day is October 16th. Here's Brian with all of the details and more big My Team news.
Hey, everybody. We're just a...
Thanks, BA. Mike Conley.
He's made their team better, Allie. No doubt about it. I'll look at Orlando's opening lineup. Isaac and Carter up front. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then there's Taylor Horton-Tucker. And it's Jay in at the point guard. And for the Jazz, Mike Conley out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then there's Hassan Whiteside. And it's Gay in at the four-man position. And the latest news for MP, it was announced he'll be participating in this year's dunk contest.
Man, BA, what a treat it will be for MP to make his way to All-Star Weekend. With how he can levitate, I'm sure he's got something special for us in the dunk contest.
And with the All-Star break coming up, Grant, I got to ask you, what do you think of the format changes?
You know what, at first I was a little apprehensive about the change, but it's really made the game more competitive, that's for sure. So it's so much fun to see everyone crank it up to full gear for a stretch there at the end and give the fans a show.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Outside Conley. Pass to Whiteside. Back to Conley. Clarkson with the ball. Lets it fly. The rebound by Ross. Over to the left wing. Here's Jay. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
0 for 3 now in the early going. Just a little bit out of sync.
Shot left block. Yep, count it.
Beautiful find by Carter. Sees the floor really well for a young big.
The Jazz have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Conley passes to Whiteside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And the lid comes off the basket after 4 straight misses. They finally get one.
Pass to Carter. And Whiteside with a block.
Whiteside gives enough space, waits, elevates. Quality block shot by the big fella.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Here's Jay. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. For Utah, they've gone only 1 of 5 so far. 13 feet out. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 so far. Here's Carter. And Whiteside with a block. And he recovers it. And the shot's good.
Right there, Carter using his instincts and motor to track down the miss and convert into second chance points.
Now here's Conley. His last outing, we saw him score 22. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Jay. And the layup falls. 6 points for him. Utah trailing here. Here's Conley. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Ross against Clarkson. Oh, rejected by Isaac. And he's able to get it back. Counted. Timeout called. The Magic.
Timeout on the court. Charge to Orlando.
Line change here for Utah. And Orlando has possession. Their last encounter in Orlando.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
If you don't have that one guy who gets you 10-plus boards every night, you just have to send more guys to the glass.
We've got Butler. Eric Paschal is out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Tate in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Well, Jay in the last matchup against the Trailblazers was tremendous. He picked up 14 points and created for his teammates, finding them in their favorite spots. A surprise effort from a guy who typically plays a smaller role. We'll see if he can keep building the momentum.
Okay, thanks for that. You know, the impact he had on that game was big.
And it's not easy to point to just one area he made a difference, but his effect was felt all over the place. He was on fire.
Yes, he was. In attack mode all night. Once he gets into a rhythm, he's very difficult to slow down.
Orlando trailing here. Pass to Jay. Now here's Wagner. He's covered by Tate. Here's Jay. Not enough on that one as it misses. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And here's Butler outside. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
To the paint. Here's Okiki. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Okiki's got his first points of the game.
When you have space like he did there, you never go with the fadeaway jumper. He has to attack the rim next time.
Paschal passes to Butler. And yep, it's good.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
To the middle. Here's Okiki. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Utah has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. All right, time for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to talk with Utah's head athletic trainer about his status. He said there is some swelling in the ankle, but so far no signs of instability.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Always on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
Utah leading. Here's Conley. It's hauled in by the Magic. Isaac's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And after 14 years in the NBA, Mike Conley finally an all-star in 2021, and he richly deserved it. A 3-time.
So it's the Utah Jazz. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Orlando shooting about 47%. A nice number. Setting the floor for the Magic. Isaac and Carter up front. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then there's Talen Horton-Tucker. And it's Jay in at the point guard position. Yep, that one's good. Horton-Tucker's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Conley finds Whiteside. Now Gay. To the inside. Conley. Oh, rejected by Isaac.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And it's Jay missing.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Inside. Now here's Ingles. Guarded closely. The kick out to Conley. Pass to Clarkson. Another shot. Whiteside with it. And he banks in the layup. Whiteside's got 8 points.
Assertive move by Hassan Whiteside. He's a low, rolling off the screen.
And here's Isaac. 90 seconds into the 2nd half now. Here's Horton-Tucker. Ingles defending. And the 3-pointer gaining prominence. Grant, that shot wasn't a big part of your game until later in your career. Why was that something you waited to develop?
Well, over the years, the game had changed during my career. Early on, I didn't need it as much in terms of how I played. But at the end of my career, in more of a complementary role, I had to be able to knock down 3-pointers. I did a pretty good job.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Not his best night and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Count the basket. 12 points for him.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Orlando calls timeout.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
For the Jazz, Bogdanovich has checked in for Gay. Tate comes in for Clarkson. And Butler is subbed in for Conley. Count that bucket.
He is really shouldering the load on the offensive end and doing an outstanding job. But he needs the rest of his team to step up.
Butler passes to Whiteside. Outside Butler. Pass to Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. And here's Butler outside. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Wagner. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Wagner's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Now here's Butler, tightly guarded. Here's Whiteside, tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds with the Jazz retaining possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
For the Jazz, Haskell comes in for Whiteside.
Substitution on the court.
Clarkson outside. Down low. Here's Whiteside. They grab their own miss. Up and over Carter. And another shot. Good on the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 17.
The activity of Whiteside, if he plays with consistent energy, the sky's the limit.
Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. Then there's Hassan Whiteside. And it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. It's good.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
For Orlando, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Here's Horton Tucker. And the layup is good off the glass.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside Bogdanovic. 6 on the shot clock. Nunn finds Clarkson. Off target with the 3. The Magic have gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. In transition, the Magic on the run.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
And so it's Utah with it. There's a minute 54 left to play in the fourth quarter. None, no good.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Carter, good.
Wendell did this against high-level college competition. Consistently showcased the ability to score with efficiency.
Ross against Clarkson. Pass to Whiteside. Oh, nice D from Carter. The Magic have gotten 8 of 13 shots to find the basket in the fourth quarter. Okay, outside. Here's Horton Tucker.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Jazz.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And, of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And so they'll chalk up another win and put themselves at 31 wins on the year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
Carter against Nunn. Here's Whiteside. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Isaac. So we see the Jazz taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you later.
Nice to see everybody.
So, MP, some high-profile players have skipped the dunk contest lately, worried about being seen as more than a dunker. Now, why did you decide to participate?
Hey, look, that's soft to me. What's there to worry about? You play the games, don't you? And if you're more than a dunker, you don't have anything to worry about. So to me, that's not even a concern. That's for someone else with a weak heart. That's not me.
Well, MP, some Vegas odds makers have you as a 200-to-1 long shot at taking home the dunk title. Now, do you think those are good odds for you?
Look, Frank, if you want to make some money, I suggest you go on to Vegas right now and put it all on me. Your kids, college fund, the 401k, everything, because I'm not going to stand for this disrespect. I already had my eyes on the prize, but now it's personal. And 200 to 1? Okay, that's ridiculous.
All right, well, then good luck proving them wrong, MP.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Frank. Okay, we good? Thank you.
MP, what can I say? I was wrong about you, brother. You could put together a nice little season here. Rookie of the Year favorite, MVP contentions. It's impressive, no doubt, which is why I hope you don't crack under pressure. Now, I'm not saying you will. I've learned not to bet against you, but this is going to be unlike anything you've seen in your life. This ain't YouTube. This is the NBA. You're going to have more press, more fans, more everything than ever before as you chase this thing. I got to be honest. I'm not sure you've got what it takes to pull this off, but I guess we'll see. Carry on.
B2K 害怕部队天你会 MVP 进入不要来个飞虎队4-2年往黎民国成长血液我要当牛队